gotta bring up dramas, like why? Like, mate, it's a game, you know? Let's make it happen, you know? I'm done, dusted, looking good, ready to get at it. Hey, Malo, what are you doing, Mauso? Hey, the boys probably sitting here looking at, what the hell's triggz doing early in the morning, getting ready in front of everyone? Hey, love you, thank you very much. Let's look at a fit uso, Oh, you wanna look at the fit? Alright. My night hoodie, night pants, triggz gears on the inside, and then I'm gonna go put on my grey Nikes to go with my grey night hoodie. But I can't wear triggz hoodies anymore. It's effed up. Like, I wanna wear it, but when I go out to the mall and stuff, I get people walking up to me wanting to take photos and stuff, and it's embarrassing for me. Like, I don't mind, I have no issue, but just embarrassing for me. You know, I'm not used to that attention. Yo, have a blessed week, my Lord. Love you also. Morena. Come to the car, get to you, babe. Ooh, set. I'm off. All right. Offers double. Yeah, this is my shower. And the wardrobe. My favorite food since I got out. What you up to today? Hey, are you busting my man? What you driving these days? I've only got my red peas, so the only thing I'm driving is the free car that I got off what's his name, Mo Beast car dealership. Shells, appreciate you. Yeah, 100% beats Goldman Shells far out. But you know what's funny is someone asked me then, like, what's my favorite food since I got it now? I think, man, it's still Islander food. You know, no matter where you go in this world, no matter what you do, you always miss your mum's food. And yours, cracker, like, France, so a lot of us from France. Whoa, France, my man. Hey, big love to France. You know what? When I came to France, I didn't realize how many islanders were there. There's a lot of islander families in France, and they're there for football. Wow, yeah, I was full shocked. My background, I'm full Samoan. Both my parents are Samoan. My dad's German Samoan. My mom's got Chinese in her, but me, I just consider myself full Samoan. So yeah, I've got Chinese blood, German blood. Yeah, and my dad's siblings have got blue eyes, and my other cousins have got green eyes. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. You know what? I went to Italy as well, and I didn't see any islanders when I was there, but there's a lot of gang-related stuff when I got to Italy. Hey, Greece! Wow, who's all from Greece? Man, hey, there's usos in Greece. That's cracker. Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna be in Central Coast soon. I think this week or not. Next week, I'm going to another regional areas. This week, I'm gonna be up. I think either Dubbo or Mudgee. We've got to figure it out with the team today. I just wish I could go overseas, you know. Do you remember me, lad? Big Mitch Sneeden. Mitch. Big Mitch. Mitch, is that Mitch from Goulburn? Aussie used to train with me? If that is, bro, my love and respects to you, Mitch. Aussie Mitch, he's a good man. Alright, I got a jet, eh? Alright, love you, babe. Everyone says bye. My wife says bye to everyone. Doing, lad. Sup, Mauso? Oh. Got money. Well, I would love to come to Brisbane, but with my parole conditions, I'm not even allowed to go overseas, let alone out of the state. They got me locked down here hard. All right, everyone coming for a ride to parole with me? Hey, good morning, Mosul. Top of the morning. Yeah, 100%. Getting back into training is an easy thing, but staying motivated is another. Hence looks like a pen button of a green. Thank you very much for explaining. Oh. Hey, good morning, my man. Nah, you know what? My brother is in Dubai now. I sent him over there to stay out of trouble. He's kicking back with my mates in Dubai. Like my mates in Dubai, like they're multi-millionaires and they're taking care of him while they're there. But yeah, I would never live in Dubai because it's so hot over there. I've been growing my hair since 2001 when I first went in. Yeah, be super Kelly. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, look, have you guys all heard about that situation that happened in Spain? So in Spain, all the power went down, yeah? And when the power went down, the only people that could pay for stuff was people who had cash. So I don't know why Australia is trying to like thrust cardless payments here. Like in Spain, when it shut down, no one could pay for food, petrol, if they had only a card. The cameras weren't working, the lights weren't working, everything in Spain shut down. And that's the reason why I would never live in Dubai, because if that happens in Dubai, don't forget that Dubai is built on sand, yeah? And if you live in Dubai, you're out. Like if the power goes out, like everything in Dubai is run on power. And there's aircon in Dubai everywhere, in the taxis, in the buses, in the malls, in the houses, even in little rubbish like everyone talking about. Yeah, like it's no one's business. I don't care. Like it's my life. Like when I talk about the gang related stuff, it's my life and what I've been through. And I've been given permission by certain gangs to talk about what I want to talk about, and I would never talk out of school, and no one can get charged for anything I say, because it's all stuff that's happened in the past. But I say it with the hope that the younger generation learn from it. That's it. Other than that, all these other haters that talk a lot of rubbish and then online, is because when they tell their stories, all their stories are fake. That's why they don't say anything about it, because they don't want to be back checked, you know. When people back check their stories, they're gonna realize, hey, this guy's full of rubbish, you know? Like when I say names, even when I say the screws names, like every screw's gonna go back and ask those screws, hey, is this really what happened, what triggz said? Or every freaking 9 to 5 guy that goes to work, they're gonna know someone that I'm talking about, or they're gonna know a cousin of that person. They're like, hey, did you hear about this story? And that all these people are gonna confirm what I say. That's why I mentioned what I mentioned, because number one, it's done and dusted, and number two, it's to teach the younger generation. Because why the hell would the younger generation listen to me if I'm just telling war stories? Like anyone can tell a war story. Bro, there's people on social media right now telling gang war stories who I know for a fact were in protection, yeah? And it makes me laugh, because I'm like, why are you telling war stories when you're in protection? Like, you know, you're a pussy, for one, and then number two, you're trying to give advice to people that are going into prison about how to survive. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, mate, go get a life and get off the drugs, you know? And my thing is, I'm not trying to glorify gang life. All I'm trying to say is, here's my story. Trust me, you don't want to live it. You don't want to walk down this path. Prison is not a good place to be. You want to be able to gangster on for your family, you know. You want to be a soldier for God, soldier for Allah, you know. Good morning, Uso. Yeah, 100%. I swear, there's so much Erdemays and Uding shays and Abing stays that's going on right now. It's not something that's good for the kids, you know. And the kids is our next generation, so they need to be in the know. Like, look at me now. I'm driving past all school kids right now, and and I've seen them all. Like the other day, there was an incident that happened up at Mascot, yeah. And I remember there was 5 kids across the road, and all of a sudden you hear like a, and all the kids just went running to the right, and then they all stopped and they were looking. Is this what you guys want for your kids? Like, you know, to be scared, just from going to school, they get scared. Like, this is why I'm trying to release these stories, you know. Yo, Melbourne, appreciate you. Trying to get message across. Yeah, 100%. And hey, you know what? Like, yeah, for those of you who don't know, we've been filming what do you call it? Adrian Portelli than a big 110%. I'd rather be Adrian Portelli than a big time gangster. 110%. That's what I'm trying to tell these kids, mate. You wanna but the thing is, the kids are trying to make quick money. Portelli didn't make quick money, you know. He doesn't explain how he made his money. When I was researching Portelli from inside prison, there's nothing to show how he came up, yeah. Like, obviously he does the competitions thing, and that's illegal. He can do that. And Portelli, apparently he's become a billionaire, yeah. But when I was back checking his story, it doesn't actually show like what industry he was in. He was doing cars and events and stuff like that, but you don't become a billionaire like that. So the only thing that I could think of on how Portelli got his start to become a billionaire is from crypto. You know, like I told my wife time and time again while I was in prison to buy up coins, you know, Bitcoin when it was at $15,000. She didn't listen, and now look, Bitcoin, it went up to $100,000, you know. Yeah, I remember Portelli doing the limo business and all that. But that's the thing though, that's not going to make you a billionaire. He came back to Australia. You know, anyone that becomes a billionaire in America, they stay in America and they travel. They don't come back to Australia. So I don't know, but big congratulations to Portelli. You know, like I know from reading his story that that he struggled throughout life, but he came and made something of himself. Honestly, if someone was to reach out to the kids and explain their story, Portelli would be someone good, because he made it, you know. My story is rubbish. Like, all I'm doing is explaining all the bad that I went through in life, and how I'm trying to live the straight and narrow now, and give back. Oh, shout out to Otara, my man. What also? Nah, I didn't make no millions before prison, bro. So the story is, my friend Mikawi gave me $4 million. So the reason why he gave me $4 million is because he was a multi-millionaire undercover. So he had obviously his house and all that, and he was working 9-to-5 job, but the guy was a gangster his whole life, so he had millions of dollars put away. So, hey, you know what? Nobody even knows this story, yeah? I'm gonna give you guys an exclusive of this story. The cops actually thought that they put away. They were telling me that we're not stupid, Pete. Like, you're a very smart guy. We've listened into your phone calls. We broke into your phone and saw your messages. Like, we admire you. You're a businessman, but we're also not stupid. You know, and I said, what do you mean you're not stupid? He goes, come on, man. He goes, we know you got around about another 40 million put away somewhere. And I said, $40 million? They may buy it $40 million. I wouldn't be in Australia, bro. I'll be living like luxury overseas. Like, mate, I don't have no $40 million. And what the cops don't realize is when I mentioned the number, I didn't even mention the number 40 million. I mentioned 30 million. When I was talking about it, I was talking about Mikawi. I wasn't talking about myself. And I was explaining to the boys how well Mikawi did for himself during his gang life, and how much his old mates in the Comancheros are gonna miss, because he was no longer a part of their gang, because he's a moneymaker, Mikawi. Hey, Samoa, appreciate you, my man. Thank you very much. But yeah, like honestly, that's how the millions came into my hand. Was Mikawi gave it to me so I could help my boys get out of prison. There was 4 of them locked up. One of them was my brother, and the deal was to hand over the $4 million to the police so they could let my 4 boys come home. Yeah, I know a little bit about property development. I've actually got 4 mates that are in property development, and they're trying to get me involved in it right now, but I'm too busy. Tell me about our big party in 2018. Bro, what big party? Like, mate, there's so many big parties in from 2017 to 2018. Bro, we were partying hard, like every month on the month we were partying. Someone, love you, appreciate you. And I'm out of the party life, like I'm not the type to go clubbing. I'm not the type to hang out. But every month I used to put on parties for the boys, just to keep the family tight and strong, and before I got out of prison, I made it clear to all the boys. I go, look, from now on, if we catch up, it's going to be family barbecues, and that's it. I bring the kids. Bobby, appreciate you, my man. Thank you. Bring the kids, bring the volleyball net, and we're going to go do barbecues from now on in. Yeah, of course, I've been to Hong Kong. I loved Hong Kong. I've got a big network over in Hong Kong and China. And every time I go there, like I'm always treated with love, It can go up now. Houses. Yeah, the only thing with units, I would never invest in units. I don't know. This is just my advice to you guys out there. Don't listen to me. I'm not an expert. The guy that's messaging about units and houses, he would know more than me. But my thing is, I would never invest in units because they got this thing called strata fees. Yeah. Yo, welcome, my man. And on strata fees, let's say the elevator broke down in the unit. Yeah. Everyone has to chuck in to fix that elevator. Like if there's anything that happens inside the unit, like everyone's held liable. Like you can't just live your life peacefully. If you got a good apartment and you got someone taking care of your apartment, Ziggy, appreciate you, my man. You can't just live your life, you know what I mean? Because you're obligated to take care of your building as well. Yeah, I'll be talking about DAX and all the gang stuff like during my lives, but this one here, I'm just having fun, guys. Yeah, there's big time gangsters in Hong Kong. You know what? I'll give you guys another exclusive here. I went to Hong Kong to help mediate a drama. Mediate, expose, appreciate you, thank you. The reason why I was chucked into the mix was obviously because I grew up with all the Asians, and I went there to mediate a situation that had broken out in Melbourne and Sydney. So when I got to Hong Kong, I was there just to talk. And while I was talking, this gangster, thank you, my man, welcome. While I was there in Hong Kong, I was talking on behalf of the gang from Australia, and I was just trying to call peace. And this guy kept mouthing off. I ended up laying this bloke out, and I found out later on that he had a pretty big name with the triads over there in Hong Kong. But I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to the triads. This guy, he was just spitting in my face while he was talking, and then it's a joke now between me and all the Asian boys. They're like, bro, you went to Hong Kong on triad territory, and you laid out one of their trumps. And bro, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to the tribes. I actually get along with those guys here in Australia and in Melbourne, but I was just trying to mediate that situation that night, and that guy kept throwing his weight around, you know. I was like, bro, I don't care if I'm in your territory, bro. Like, I'm here just to talk peacefully, and you want to throw your weight around, I don't care. Yo, good morning, my brother. Welcome. Yeah, it is what it is with triggz. Yes, vaiusu. You know what's funny is what do you guys think about all the gangs that are rapping like the have a blessed day, also appreciate you? Yeah, 100%. There's money to be made in building. Ziggy, appreciate you, my man. I got 3 friends who are big bosses in the building industry in Melbourne and in Sydney. Those guys are multimillionaires. One of my mates, very close brother of mine, he owns a $18 million mansion here in Sydney. And I remember walking into his house and I said, bro, this is my goal right here, is to own something like this, you know, like $18 million house. Mate, like everyone's looking at me, calling me a gangster. Bro, I'm looking at my man. I'm like, bro, you're the gangster, but look at this $18 million house. And everyone's running around yapping, talking about how much money they make, how much drugs they're selling. And he's this legitimate person who's never been charged ever for anything ever in his life, and he's living in an $18 million house. You tell me what you want to do. You want to be a gangster, or do you want to be a businessman? Yo, also, yeah, look, I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna lie. Like, as soon as I got out of prison, I was offered a $2.5 million collect. Ziggy, appreciate you, my man. And I turned it down because I know that if I go back to taking on the other gangs, it's gonna end up in dramas, and I'm gonna end up back into life, you know. So I turned it down because who the hell am I to preach? Which I'm not trying to preach to the youngsters, but who the hell am I to tell the youngsters to stay away from gang life and stay away from prison if I'm still living that life, you know? A bit early. Yeah, 100%. If I was younger, well, straight away I would have accepted it, you know? Like, when I was young and running a month, that's what I do, you know? I was doing anything. That's the reason why I keep talking to the youngsters the way I do, because I lived the life. Like, I ran away from home. I was running around, robbing shops, trying to make money. Like, you know, the amount of innocent people that have been hurt because of one E phone. How do you say that? 1-0 phone. Appreciate you. Thank you, my man. Yeah, I'm putting all my time and energy now into sharing my stories with the younger generation, so they can have a different perspective of life, you know, because the youngsters that are coming up now, seeing social media, especially gang stuff being glorified, now every young kid wants to be gangsters. Even girls, I've seen young girls on social media fighting. It's ugly when I see girls fighting, you know, like, bro, what's wrong with you? Just, like, go get a job. The weirdest troll, you know what, I'm not even Ash, appreciate you, Ash. I don't even have one specific incident. Remember, I've only gone live I think about 9 times now in the last 4 weeks, and I think the funniest one is when someone said to me, "You're the Timu version of AWOL." I was like, all right, I know what Timu is, it's all cheap stuff, but I didn't know who AWOL was, so I had to look him up, you know. And when I realized who AWOL was. I was like, bro, what the hell? Like, people out there calling me the TV version of AWOL. I said, no disrespect to the bloke. Oh, I found out that AWOL is a gang, it's not a person. But it just made me laugh when I was like, TV version of AWOL, that's the funniest shit I've ever heard. I go, bro, I'm not gonna put the guy down. Like, he's doing his thing, and he actually looks good the way he does his thing. I crack up. I don't know if he's ever watched his videos, that AWOL bloke, but it's so funny how his voice is high, but when he goes off, like, he full serious mode. Like, it makes me love how he tells people off. Like, he's really calm, and he's like, yeah, now F off. Yo, Leo, appreciate you, man. God bless you and your family always. I'll be talking about Fired Kami as well. You know what? I've got so many things that's going on right now. I'm trying to balance it, but I'll probably do a story on Firehead at the end of this week. Yeah, so everyone tells me about that AWOL being OG in prison, you know. I seen some of his stories where he was giving a kid a hiding for talking to his daughter, I think, or niece or something. That was freaking funny as. Workout program, yeah. Look, the only workout programs I know is the workout programs from prison that I used to train all the boys inside prison. So, so yeah. Look, AWOL Red runs the jails. Ah, wow, nah. I never ran any prisons. Like, the only thing I ran was my crew, you know. Like, I always had a name for fighting inside prison. But other than that, I just did what I had to do quietly, you know. That's why the screws hated me so much, is because they could never catch me doing anything illegal in prison. I think throughout the whole 20 years that I was in and out of prison, I only got caught with a mobile phone once, and I was taken to Supermax because they believed I was the one that was smuggling all the mobile phones into prison. My thing was mobile phones. I loved mobile phones in prison, you know. Everyone was like trying to smuggle in drugs and trying to get new shoes from visits. Like, you just take off your shoes while you're having visits and swap it over. You can't do it now, obviously, but back in the days you could, you know. And and yeah, but my thing was mobile phones. I'm the first person to bring in little Bluetooth phones. You just stick it on your ear. So you make a phone call, stick it on your ear, and then you start talking. And when I first bought that to prison, smuggled it into prison, I got charged for mobile phone, and then I got moved to Supermax for it. But those little mobile phones, when you buy it for $50 on Temu, and then you sell it in prison for $3,000. So that's pretty much how I was making my money in prison, and taking care of all the islanders and everyone that I crossed paths with. I could put money in their accounts and take care of them because I was selling mobile phones for $3,000, and I was buying it from the outside for $50. Yeah, look, honestly, bro, you have to have cash, man. Like, I don't know why Australia is trying to make our country cardless. Yeah, look, what's cool? A safe is good, but also I've seen a lot of people get robbed because of their safe, you know. So yeah, it's probably not a good thing to buy a safe and put it at home. Put it at home, because people will come for it. Yeah, I wouldn't know if Rabi Kalachi was a good fighter, because I was never with him long enough to see if he had good hands. But yeah, like I said, when people tell their stories, it's because they know that person well. I don't know Rabi Kalachi well. I know his brother Has Kalachi, and yeah, he was a good fighter. Cashless, yes, sorry, it was all cashless. Not cardless. Did I say card? Yeah, cashless. Thanks for the heads. Thanks for the heads. Thanks for the heads. Now I'm headed to Parole, but it's easier for me to get to work from my Mrs. Auntie's house. I can actually go get my own place. The only reason why I haven't moved to my own place is because Parole is very strict. Yeah, Julius Graph is a machine, yes. I'll be talking all about that soon. I was serving 3.5 years back in 2002, and we were on the newspapers as the biggest juvenile gang in Australia. And how the cops explained it is there was a core of 10 members, which was me, my brothers, and that. But while I was in prison, I got sentenced to 3.5 years, and not once did any of my crew like come and visit me, send me letters, birthday cards, Christmas cards. And then I thought to myself, you know what, stuff this red bandana shit. So I ripped my red bandana off, I chucked it, and I told everyone I was out. And everyone was like shocked, because the gang I was in back then was called BNS, Bloods Never Surrender. It wasn't my gang. It's a gang that was established in New Zealand, but I had family members that were with them. My best mate was in BNS. He's actually the one that established BNS. Not established, but he came to Australia and he showed me his BNS tattoo, and then I ended up linking up with him. But he didn't realise the type of person I was. I ended up elevating BNS to every single area. So we had BNS Bankstown, BNS Fairfield, BNS Liverpool, BNS Campbelltown, BNS Seven Hills, and BNS Mount Druitt. And it was so big. But back then we were like OC. See that gang OC now? They just recruit anyone. There's no structure. There's no money making. There's that's how Bloodline was. That's how BNS was. Bloods Never Surrender. We were just a bunch of kids running amok. There was no structure whatsoever, you know. So I got rid of the red bandana, chucked it in the rubbish, because I realized, like, just having a crew of islanders, we weren't getting anywhere in life. So what I did was, after I left that BNS gang, starting a Bloodline, and I grabbed the best boys out of every nationality, the Lebos, the Afghans, the Asians, the Islanders. I grabbed all the best, and I surrounded myself with the best in prison. And then from that day forth, the Bloodline was established in 2002. When I think of yeah, TLC stories with Moses is all gonna come. Trust me, all the gang stuff is. I'll be telling it. I've got stories that'll last the next 5 years, because remember, this is like 22 years of my life that I'm explaining online. Are you Asian? I don't know many Cook Islander boys. I know a few good boys, but they're all old school guys, older than me. No, I'm not Asian, but I do have Chinese blood. Do you own a Rolls Royce? No, I do not own a Rolls Royce. Oops. I did have a Rolls Royce when I was out before, but I got rid of it when I was in prison. Lossie, appreciate you, Lossie. Thank you very much. Welcome to everyone that's coming through. £6. Appreciate you, my man. £6 Liverpool helps the youth. Isn't that £6 bloke? Isn't that the guy that was a rapper back in the days? I'm pretty sure he sounded like Tupac, and he was actually pretty good. I've never met him, but I remember watching him perform once at at Collingwood pub. I think it was Collingwood pub or maybe candy shop at Cabramatta back in the days. Yeah, Tongan rapper. Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, no, you know what? When I was coming up, no one ever said anything about him being gangster or anything like that. But all I knew was he was a good rapper and he was a gentleman to everyone that crossed paths with him. But I don't actually know him personally. 180 kgs. Whoa, lose weight, brother. You know what? I'm gonna be starting going live in the mornings when I do my training. Yeah, 100%. I'm happy to help you. Just message me privately. I think one of the biggest things is eating, bro. Like, just gotta cut down on eating. Doesn't matter how much training you do. If you don't cut down on eating and start eating right, like, it's never gonna work out for the better, you know. So first things first, focus on the eating before the training. Whoa, yeah, bro, just private message me, bro. I'm happy to help you through it. Nah, I've never ever thought of becoming a bikie. That was one thing that my brothers and I always stayed away from. We got offered to be in the Hells Angels, the Comancheros, the Banditos. We knocked it all back. And I don't know if you guys know about bikies, but you have to earn your colors, yeah? So you become a nom. And when you're a nom, you have to clean their motorbikes, pretty much do all the bitch work, yeah? But every time we got offered to jump on board with bikie gangs, they always offered us full colors with money to jump on board, but we always said no. So that's oh, one sec, guys, I just gotta do this puzzle. And welcome. Who did Dane call a bread? Yeah, the puzzle man. I think one of the best decisions I ever made in life was to do this. This is actually one of the most positive things I've ever done in my life. Yeah, YouTube will be coming out this weekend, my man. If you wanna yeah, I don't know that Nilla personally, but I do know how he turned religious and changed his life. Yeah, Solomon from Newcastle. Yes, I know him well. Stories about him and the rest will be told. Wow, that's a good question. You know what? I wanted a daughter first. Like, I don't have kids, for those of you who don't know. But God willing, my missus gets pregnant. I've only been out for 3 months now, but yeah, I wanted a daughter because daughters are always loyal, you know, like daddy's girl. And if they don't have a dad, I've seen the way that they take care of their mums. Daughters are always loyal, you know, and that's why I wanted a daughter first. If I have a son, there's no issue. Like, mate, I'd love to train with my son, you know, help him be coordinated, you know, when he catches balls, throws the balls, left hand, right hand. I'm ready to be a dad, bro. I'm ready to be a dad. Wow, 3 kids, love it. Yeah, man, a lot of islanders, not just islanders, a lot of Aboriginal boys too turning Muslim inside prison, all becoming Muslims there. Yeah, I appreciate you, Becca. Bro, I swear it's one of the main things I'm looking forward to is being a dad. I can't wait. I think I've been through so much rubbish in my life that I have a lot to give as a dad now, you know, so I can't wait. My little girl changed my life. I did complete 180. Wow, good on you, my man, good on you. Skibby and Semu are good, thank you very much. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I was at Mikawi's funeral, bro. That was rubbish. Scorpio, appreciate you, my man. Everyone here would have seen me at Mikawi's funeral. Like, I don't know if you guys know. Scorpio, appreciate you. Knuckles, love yous. Appreciate you, my man. Hi, Rise, appreciate you. When I went to Mikawi's funeral, there was a lot of different gangs there. For those of you who don't know, even the commentaries that were there, it was two sides. Yeah, it wasn't a very nice scene when I was there, because everyone was still grieving over Mikawi. Ian, appreciate you over the brother's death, but at the same time, there was internal dramas, not just with the commentaries, but also with other gangs, you know. And when we rocked up in 3 limos, Rolls Royce, and everyone thought, oh, look, who the hell do these guys think they are? They're like rocking up in luxury cars. But you know what nobody knew? All these friggin' idiots that talk rubbish, yeah, they never knew. Hey, appreciate you, Born. Mikawi's favorite color was white, and so his wife told me, a white Rolls Royce, that remember I told you, I have connects with all the luxury car companies, so they gave it to us for free. And the media made out like we were a gang of drug dealers that was coming to support Mikawi, but we weren't. We came in those white vehicles because white was Mikawi's favorite color. Yeah, look, Raptor didn't bridge up to us when we were at Mikawi's funeral. It was that friggin' that one cunt they call Raptor 13, that dog. Scorpio, appreciate you, my man. Yeah, that Raptor 13, I don't know if you guys seen him. He harassed 2 Muslim ladies. He harasses like normal average people. Scorpio, appreciate you, my man. And yeah, that dog, as soon as that incident happened at the funeral, I got told that he got moved to a different section, and it was because different region, because he got a lot of threats to his life, and it wasn't threats from any of the gang members. Bro, that guy harasses people on a daily basis. Like, he actually goes out of his way to do it. And you know what's funny is police enjoy watching him make a fool of himself, so they actually just let him go and run amok. So you know that day when Raptor 13 pulled us up in the limo when we went to Mikawi's funeral, the cops were all there, but none of them did anything. They all stood back and they just let him be the hard cunt that he is, you know. And this guy, like, he used his uniform and the power of authority to rain down on us that day, you know. And I swear to you, if my dad wasn't there that day, Block, appreciate you, I would have freaking turned. But my dad was next to me, and my dad was begging me, son, please don't do anything stupid. And I was saying to my dad in my language, mate, we're here for a funeral, and this idiot is bridging up to us like we're coming for a gang war, or like we got weapons on us. Like, what the hell's wrong with this bloke? And my dad was begging me, please, son, don't do anything stupid, don't do anything. I'm telling you, if my dad wasn't there that day, I would have freaking went off my face. Real, I appreciate you, my man. Yeah, the recording I did was because of my dad. My dad was saying to me, just record it, but don't do anything stupid, because I don't want you going back to prison. Yo, what's Underworld, Brooksy, appreciate you guys, thank you very much. Pato, appreciate you. Appreciate you, Cheryl, thank you very much. Yo, Kiora, Atiarora, appreciate you. Much love, Mauso. West Auckland, what's up? Hey, Tanisha, how are you? Love ya. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Nah, I don't have I have a YouTube up. You know, like, I did what I needed to do for the boys back in 2002, so we could survive, and so we could have family inside prison. And then, like, now it's blown up to what it is today, and you know, I can't stop it, you know. The Shire. Yowza, triggz. Morning, my brother, good morning. Yo, welcome Cronulla. Hey, you know what, I remember, you guys all remember the Cronulla riots? Since you've been out, so yeah, nah, I've been behaving, bro. I actually haven't been in a fight in a inside prison. The Middle Eastern boys have got the numbers, so they were attacking a lot of Aussie boys that had nothing to do with the dramas, you know. Oh, please keep me out of the politics, bro. I don't want to talk politics. If I want to talk politics, then everyone can vote me to be Prime Minister of Australia. I reckon I'll do a better job than these idiots. Yeah, Reynolds was ruthless. I'll be telling his story soon. Hi, Rise, appreciate you. You seen me in Reesby? Probably, yeah. My missus auntie lives near there, and also my mate's car wash is there. Zoom car wash is around the corner. I've never heard of SFH. Yo, mad love, straight back at you, my man. No, I don't smoke, I don't drink, and I don't do drugs. I don't even drink coffee or tea. I just drink Milo. Yeah, the Maori boys run with the Islanders, of course. Yeah, all those names that's coming up, Solomon and Māori boys and all that from inside prison, all that stuff will be told during my my lives. Right now, I'm just having fun with you guys, you know. And I started my live. I was actually because it's all being filmed. Their youth center is like rubbish, yeah. But this area is filled with Aboriginal kids, and right now I'm in the middle of helping them build it back to a place where the kids can call a safe haven, you know. It's beyond me how the police and the government don't help them build their youth center. Like, you want to go build PCYC and then charge kids $2.50 to get in? How about you just let them go in for free, you know? Like, why do they have to sign up for? Why do they have to like give their names? Like, just let them come in, you know? Like, give them what they want, you know? Like, take care of them. Like, but right now, I'm in the middle of helping that youth build that Aboriginal youth center, and helping out the kids in Byron Bay and Ballina. I think it was called Ballina. Love, my brother, love. Yeah, Cheryl, 100%. You're right. Like, but I'm not looking for government support. If they want to give it, they can give it. I'm happy to accept it. Ballina. Yeah, that's it, Ballina. What did you say about Street Fighter? Sorry, I missed it. But yeah, one thing about me is, you know, with charities, I will never ever give money to charity. You know, when I studied charity inside prison, I realized how much rubbish goes on in charities, yeah? You know, when you give money to charities, Scorpio, appreciate you. Thank you very much. When you give money to charities, they use your money to establish their foundation before they even help the people they're supposed to be helping. That's the reason why I don't give money to charity. So me, if I'm going to help someone, I go get my hands dirty. I'll get in there and I'll make sure that I pay for their blankets. I pay for helping to build their community center. But I will never ever give them cash, because my cash is not going to go to the people that I want it to go to. Like, have you seen that thing? I think it was $1 a day, $30 a month that you can give to help out the kids in Africa. I would never give it to them, because those fools are not even giving the money to the kids. You know, they're giving that money to themselves to build their foundation. S to F, yeah. I'll be talking all about that gang stuff in my lives also. Yeah, 100%. Don't ever trust charities, bro. They're the worst. If you got money going in your account from people who work 9 to 5 jobs, this money could help them, but they don't care about themselves. They would rather help someone that's less fortunate than them, and they're struggling already. So when they hand over this money, people like my mom, they're expecting for people to be helped, but they're not helping people. They're establishing themselves first. Do you realize when you have a charity, yeah, you can take on a warehouse. You can use that money to get office equipment. You can use that money to get cars. Like, you can use that money for luxury flights. All this is what these charities do before they even use your money to help someone. 50 Cent in the city doing the movie. Yeah, you know, Auntie, appreciate you. So, you know, 50 Cent's nephew, he brought his nephew with him to Australia, because obviously, like, he's shooting a movie. his nephew ended up at that Zoom car wash, my mate's car wash. For those of you who don't know, Zoom car wash can be found in Greenacre, and also series for the last 4 years. So the docu-series is right now, we're pitching it to Paramount, Netflix, Lionsgate, and after the docu-series, I'm going to be doing a series, a proper series like John Ibrahim series, and then I'm going to be doing a movie. But the only thing is, we don't know whether we're going to do the movie first and then the series, or whether we're going to do the series then the movie. The movie would just be about my brothers and I growing up. So if you guys didn't know, I was supposed to die when I was a kid, when I was born, yeah. Ended up going to American Samoa, and the doctors saved my life. We moved to New Zealand. In New Zealand, we lived in a street that was filled with bloods. So the whole street was blood gangs. And then I moved from New Zealand at 6 years old to Australia, and then mum got us as an Australian citizenship. Good morning, Uso. And I've been here ever since 1991. Yeah, the series is, hey, let me tell you something about the series that was coming out. Yeah, it's gonna be cracker. The series is not just about us. So the series is gonna be about my life and all the other gang leaders' lives, yeah? And so you'll see Bass Hemsey's gang life, the Elmadine's gang life, Fayed Kwami's gang life, what's his name? The one who's doing life now, Abu Zar Sultani's gang life. So pretty much this series is gonna be an ongoing thing, yeah, because it's gonna be all these gang leaders' lives in this series, and then we all end up meeting up in Supermax. Hey, how crack is that? So it's not gonna be like 5-10 series, or is it 5-10? This is gonna be going on for like 10 years. This series, because there's a lot to say. Jaden, appreciate you. There's gonna be a lot in this series. Pretty much every gang leader that you guys know of in Australia is gonna be in this series. I've got a permission from a lot of boys to tell their stories, especially a lot of big stories. King, appreciate you, my man. And I think the craziest part is how all of us end up in Supermax together. And I was telling this story to the boys in Supermax when I was there last year, how I'm in the middle of putting a series together and everyone's life is going to be in it. I remember Ibrahim goes, hey, are you doing My Family as well? And I said, yeah, of course. I go, bro, your brother Sam is a gangster, you know, and everybody needs to understand that, like, the brother Sam Ibrahim, he was portrayed as a junkie in a lot of documentaries and movies that's been up on these platforms. But I don't think anyone realizes Sam Ibrahim is one of the main reasons that the Middle Eastern people got a name in the early 90s. It was because of Sam Ibrahim, you know. Oh, appreciate you. Welcome. But yeah, so it was sad to see how they tried to portray Sam as a junkie. Yeah, he did take drugs. But he wasn't the type of person who took drugs and he went downhill. He took drugs and he gave family members a headache. But at the same time, bro, his reputation is the reason his family was always safe, you know? It's like, I'll give you another example. My brother, 212 Heat. Like, everybody knows him as being ruthless, someone who doesn't take a backward step, but he's not as calm as me. He won't talk to you like a gentleman, like he's a real gangster, yeah? But what nobody understands is, if I didn't have my brother 212 Heat around, I wouldn't have got the reputation I got, you know? Like, we both stood together throughout everything that we did, you know, and we complemented each other. So he was the ruthless one, I was the gentleman, and together we came up and made our names, you know, on the streets. How tall am I? What you call, I think it's 176. Skivvy is my youngest brother. He's very so Skivvy wasn't around when me and Henza were coming up, but by the time Stephen hit the age of 15, he was running amok on the streets with his mates. So for those of you who don't know, my younger brother Skivvy, his close mates was Kevin Lai, gang boss, Ollie Mirza, gang boss. Yes, their crew that was together back in the days when they were young, 15, 16. They all grew up, ended up being gang bosses, ended up doing long time. Ollie Mirza, he just beat murder charges, and because obviously he had nothing to do with it. He's currently serving time for other big charges similar to that. And Kevin Lai, he also beat a double murder charge, you know, obviously because he had nothing to do with it, you know. And so these boys growing up with my younger brother, you can tell that these guys had influential older boys, you know. So I feel sad sometimes because I'm the reason why both my brothers walk this path, but I'm not the type of older brother to drag my younger brothers with me. So I always tried to keep my brother 212 Heat and Skivvy away from the gang life because I was living it and I was happy to live it. But yeah, they followed in my footsteps, and that's why I know when my parents and God look down on me, it's because I'm the one that took my brothers and brought them into this type of life. Yeah, my brother's in the middle. My brother just finished his first album and he's in the middle of doing his second album right now. And the only reason why there's 3 songs on YouTube is because my brother 212 Heat signed the distribution deal last year, and the deal was for him to release 3 songs, and my brother didn't want to release his album unless I was outside. Now I'm outside, we're doing the video clips and everything for the rest of his album, and my brother 212 Heat's album is going to be released within the next 3 months. Eli is my nephew. He's not my brother. He's my younger nephew. He's my older sister's kid. Yeah, you know what? That's what makes me laugh is my brother 212 Heat. Everything that you guys hear me talk about, it's in my brother's songs. Like the wars with S2Web, OC and that. Like I don't S2Web, OC and that. Like I don't consider it a war because it was never. Consider it a war because it was never drummers with Island singing his songs, and to me stupid things like you're doing one thing but your brother's glorifying gang life on the other side. My brother's not me. He's always stood as his own 2 feet. He's always done his own thing, you know. Me, I'm the older brother, and I was the one who led my younger brothers astray. I led a lot of younger boys astray. And so when my mom would go off at me and say to me, why do you always have to take the blame? Why can't the boys do time? Why are they always freaking making you do bad stuff? And I had to make my mom understand that it wasn't the boys dragging me down, it was me. I was the leader. I was the one who was dragging the boys down with my rubbish when I was growing up at 15 years old. But when I ran away from home, pretty much I met a lot of runaway kids on the street. I took all these kids, and mind you, all the runaway kids that was hanging out with me back when I was 15, they were kids for about 3 months, like sleeping on the trains, sleeping in abandoned houses. There was even a moldy lady, I forget her. One of the daughter's names was of all came. So yeah, if she's listening, if her daughters are listening, like nothing but love and respect to your family, reach out to me because I want to give back. Yo, welcome. Prison was ever escalate on the streets. Nah, that's why I said to you guys, like the all these gangs that talk rubbish inside prison and talk rubbish outside here, they don't try to chase it up or get involved. Lassie, appreciate you, my man. or get involved with Bloodline and that, because they know who's real, you know. And I don't have to speak about it now. Like, the boys are the real deal. I'm not going to talk anymore about that stuff. And my thing is, I've lived that life, and now I just want to share my life with all the youngsters so they can learn from it. Oh, really? Yeah. So Zoom Car Wash is at Greenacre and Punch Bowl, and that's where I saw 50 Cent's nephew is at Zoom Car Wash Greenacre. And take open. Oh, remember, guys, all the people you asked about inside prison, I'll talk up all about that stuff on my lives. Hey, you know what? I told you my work is far away from my parole. Hey Jay, love you, I appreciate you, my man. Yeah, I was locked up with Ahmed. Yeah, that's what makes me laugh. Is like, remember, guys, listen carefully to the lyrics in my brother's songs. Everything he says is real. It's stuff that we actually went through. It's things that actually happened. You've all heard of that bloke named King Von. Apparently, this guy was like the definition of gangster. I don't know. I don't research rappers, but pretty much someone told me the other day, like, what you call, bro, your brother, the way he raps, man, you can tell everything is from the heart, you know. And pretty much it is. Yeah, but please support that. I really wanted to support mental health out here, because there's a lot of guys inside prison that and outside that are dealing with mental health, especially women as well, from broken relationships and stuff. So I really want to support that. And for all of you who don't know, when I first got out of prison, I entered one of those fighting competitions, you know, those backyard fighting competitions. And there was a guy named Hoodrich Hef or something. I didn't mean to blast him on social media. I didn't even know what I was doing. He said that the backyard fighting was to support mental health, yeah? And so I said, oh, I signed up for it. And then I also said, yeah, I'm happy to fight, and I'll fight you as well. But I wasn't saying it bridging up to him. He was saying that these backyard fights was to support mental health. So I was saying, yeah, cool. If you're the one that I have to fight, look, I'm happy to fight you and whoever else. So I wasn't actually bridging up to everyone, because it went viral, that post. It wasn't even a video, it was just something that I wrote. And yeah, I didn't mean to bridge up to the bloke. I was just supporting mental health, and then they ended up taking me off the list, so they wouldn't let me fight, and they blocked me as well, because everyone kept putting shit on that hoodie chef. But anyone who knows him, just reach out to him and tell him, all right, I wasn't bridging up. He said it was to support mental health, so that's all I was doing. I thought he was fighting as well. I didn't realize he wasn't fighting, he was the promoter. Yo, I'm here, guys. All right. Hey, my love and respects to each and every one of you out there. Thank you for supporting.